into the bridle. Yeah. See, he is better today. He is better today. This is already a better picture than what we had yesterday, and it's because he's taking the energy we put in the warm-up and he's still using it here. Now send him on. Medium trot. Come on, medium trot. Yeah, he has to go when you ask him. Remember to use your spurs in the way that we talked about. You lay your spurs into him until he gets going, and if he doesn't listen, you use your stick. There you go. Now shorten your reins just a little bit. Now push him. Yes. Yeah. Now push him again. Come on again. Push him again. He can trot more than that. I know he can. There you go. Good. There's where you want him. Now touch him with the stick once. And push him again. Take a little more feeling in his mouth, only because he needs to be more pushed together, more in front of you. There you go. Now sit on him and don't let this change. Now send him again, rising trot. He backed off a little bit there. And you have to be careful that your contact doesn't change. That you can shorten your reins and feel his mouth a little bit, and that contact does not change when you sit on him. Now sit on him. Contact. Now rising trot and go again. And sit on him in contact. Keep your contact. Now send him without rising trot. Yeah. You've got to have the feeling that anytime you put your driving aids on, he says, yes, ma'am, with the hind legs. And that the hind legs step right up under your seat. Good. Go ahead and go large. Now send the hind legs right up under your seat. Come on, touch him. There. If he starts to elevate a little bit, if he starts to get a little bit more air time as he's going forward, that's okay. We want him to show somewhere in his carriage that he's gaining energy and power. Press him. Press him. Careful you don't touch the right side of his mouth and then give. Be steady there. Be steady. Go on to canter and send him in canter. And go, and go, and go, and go, and go. Good. He's better in canter than he is in trot right now. Excellent. Transition to trot and let your momentum carry over. He has got to respond when you touch him with your leg. Yeah. So. And then go ahead and change rein across the diagonal and ride medium trot or extended trot. Okay, so he shows that he can take a little air time when you do extended trot. So when you ask him to go, do extended trot. Send him on. Good. Now go rising trot. And he has to stay a little bit more committed in the bridle. He's not allowed to open his pole and stiffen his back when you want him to cover ground. He's got to give it the pole. 20-meter circle. 20-meter circle. Take a little more flexion and bend. He's got to stay in there and give it. There you go. Like this. On the circle, send him on. 2 extended trot. Yes. Good. Very good. Very good. And steady here. And steady here. Good. Now sit the trot again. Got to do something to get this horse off the ground. Good. Very good. Go large and on the long side, extended trot. Now he has to stay round in the extended trot, not coming open and stiffening his back. Come. Good. Well done, Maria. Come on, rounder. Good. Take him rounder on the circle. Take a little bit more inner flexion. Touch him with your left leg. There you go. Squeeze the outside rein just a hair. Your outside rein sometimes looks to me like it's getting too long. Has to come through his pole more. There you go. There you go. That's where you want him. That's where you want him. That's it. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Send him forward again. Extended trot on the circle. Yeah. Now go large. Beautiful. This is what I'm after. This is what I'm after. Yes. This is what I'm after. Good. Very good. Keep going. Okay, now go rising trot and let him stretch. He's really putting it out there for you right now. Good boy. Very good boy. Make sure you pat him. Tell him he's good. And then he can have a short breather again. This is the kind of pressure that almost any horse can handle because it's physical pressure, it's not mental pressure. You're saying to him, come on, you've got to start stepping through it. And it's time. I mean, I realize he was off for a long time and he's really just getting back into the rhythm of his work. If you want to show this horse in Grand Prix, he's going to have to bring some energy to the arena. He has to bring up some energy and some heat to the arena. I have never had a horse that I was able to train at Grand Prix that wouldn't bring the energy and the heat. You know, you can train them to do that, even if they're very laid-back horses, and he already shows that you can train him to do it. But then, like I said, you have to change your mindset, and you have to start saying, okay, Taz, you need to start calling him Taz. When we get to the arena, bring the whirlwind. He doesn't give the impression that he's perfectly willing to do it, but he also doesn't give the impression that he's against the idea. You know, like, I think you can convince him, and I think you can train him to expect to come out here and bring a high level of energy. You might also want to talk to your Cavalier rep and think about pumping him up a little bit. Not necessarily with high carbohydrate, but maybe with some, with more slow releasing energy or something. Something that will, yeah, you could try something like that, or they even, I think they have an oil. No, Cavalier doesn't have the oil. They don't recommend that you add oil to Cavalier feeds, but like a rice bran supplement, something like that too, or an extra rice bran additive like a Renew Gold or something like that. It's also helpful. Okay, change rein. You did all that on the left rein too, by the way, which is his difficult rein. And he did come through. So change rein, let's see if we can get him through to the right. I'd really like to get to collection with this horse, but I still don't see enough commitment to the forward energy. Okay. All right. Because I don't see enough, he's not like frothing at the mouth and ready to go, and that's the way a horse should be when you collect him. Then it's easy. Then you just sit back and go, hey, let's do higher steps, and like, pow, 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 they're ready to do it. How old is he now? 12. Not too late. If he was 18, I'd say, well, maybe not, but. Okay, so put him back together. Start with rising trot, because that seems to help both of you. And then go forward and say, come on, extended trot. I want the full Mickey here. Or the full Monty or whatever. Ah, yeah. Every time you pick him up, he looks better. That tells me we're doing the right thing. Shorten your reins a little bit. Because you can't, this energy can't be coming out of nowhere. It's got to be a little bit contained, the energy. You have to have something to push him against. Good. A little bit shorter rein still. Now send him. Come on. Touch him with the stick. There. There. So that you just work on making this horse quicker. Now go again. Get him to medium. Get him to medium. Or extended. Yeah. He can offer more than that. I know he can. And don't say that he's tired. He has to get fitter now. Go. 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 Yeah. Excellent. Good riding. Very good riding. Now go on the circle there and try to get that loftiness out of the trot on the circle. He's got to come from behind. Get after him with the whip. Good. Sit the trot now. Yeah, good. Now you're getting somewhere. I want him to say, I'm going to lift my shoulders and my withers up because I don't have a choice. I've got so much energy going on behind the saddle, and Maria won't let go of the reins, so my choice has to be that my withers come up and my front leg gets fancier. Because that's the only way the energy has to go. She won't let go of it in the front. She keeps adding it behind. It's got to go somewhere. Go large. Get him to lift his withers. Sit into him. Yes. Yes. But there he opens his pole too much. When he opens his pole that much, then he stiffens his back, and he doesn't really say, I'm going to come through there. So you find that he gets really locked at the pole and the jaw. Is that what you feel? Okay, walk for a second. Good. That's good that you say that. Let me help you with that. Oops. Walk for a second. Let's see if I can do something to adjust your bridle that might help you, because I'm a very technical person, and sometimes I think you can just make your job easier if you change something. Hi, what's going on? What's going on? I'm going to adjust your bridle a little bit. We'll experiment. We'll see if it backfires on us. We'll do something different. But because you got an awful lot of room with your curb, I think we can hit that up one. I think if we can just teach him once to change his body the way I want to see his body change, I think he'll do it. I think he'll go, oh, that's what you mean? But you're right, you're not strong enough, and there's something that's not really communicating to him to say, oh, I want it like this or I want it like that. And he's going, well, he's a little confused on what he actually should do. We'll see. You probably won't have to after I adjust this bridle. Yeah, but you got it on there. You might as well use it. My theory. Then, of course, we have to have everything adjusted correctly, because if you use too much curb without the right adjustment. I'm going to tighten your noseband one. A new what? Chocolate makes some nice ones now. I helped them design them. But it's a lot like this one. This one is the same type of design I like. I need this. Okay. I guess you were. I'm sure you were. You're making a mistake. You will eventually want to add another hold to this nose. I'm just gonna adjust this the way I would do it if he came in to training one day and I had to put my own bridle on. I'd go, oh well. Give me a second here. Didn't want to change much with him the first time I saw him because I know how sensitive he is, but he is getting on board and at least offering to try and do what you want him to. So now let's make him do what you want him to, because he's not getting any younger. So he looks perfectly sound and capable. Sound in the head. You know where your limits are, so if you